All right, guys, we are back with round two hat format at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got Donnell, Dnasty on the left playing a hat deck versus Alex Berg on the right playing Geargia. Donnell's currently got 8 wins on the channel, while Berg's first time on the channel. Now, Berg is mostly plays advanced. I think the only reason he was there at Epic that day was because we had this pretty big case tournament for Advanced Yu-Gi-Oh! And it ended like right before the hat tournament started. And I think he had his Geargia deck on him. So we'll see how he does. Now, both these guys, well, Donnell drew round one while Berg lost round one to Nate's windup deck. So here comes end phase Gear from Berg. I don't know Berg that well, but I know he topped the YCS recently because I was there at the Sacramento this year in Advanced Yu-Gi-Oh! So we'll see how he does. Gear brings out Geargiano and MK2 draws. I think he got top 8 at that YCS, but I can't remember what deck he was playing. Was it Snake Eye? It's probably Snake Eye. Okay, so here Berg special summons Accelerator from his hand. XYZ summons with the Geargiano and Accelerator into Gigant X. Let's see if Dnasty has a response. So he's going to Ignition his back row. Berg lets it go. It is a Moral Attack. And Moral Attack, he's going to set, another Moral Attack? Yeah, sets another Moral Attack with Ignition. Then Moral Attack's and Special Summon itself. Let's see if Berg's on DD Crow or anything like that. Oh, he has Max C. Okay, so change Max C to Moral Attack's effect. And Donnell, yeah, I mean, Max C's going to be pretty dead in this matchup. So draws one off the Max C. He's going to Special Summon Moral Attack in defense. Pop the Gigant. Now, I believe Gigant will activate here to bring back the Geargiano. Yes, brings back Geargiano, but it's at 3 now, not 4. While the MK2 is at 4. But does he have? Yeah, he contributed to bring back another 4, so he brings back the Accelerator, so he can just make Gigant X again if he wants. He has not normal summoned either. Okay. This must be his sponsor. Maybe what is that? TDG Matt? I don't know. All right, let's see. What will Berg do? Alex Berg. So he XYZ summons into Dweller. Okay, so he probably thinks that's a set hand. Activate Dweller's effect. He's got armor and a few other cards. So normal summons MK2. Activate MK2. Bring back Geargiano. So he can make a rank 3 potentially. Yep, goes for a rank 3. Now, which 3 will he play? Let's see. He could go Alucard. He does go for Alucard. So which one will he go for? The back row or the monster? Because if you hit a artifact, he's under Dweller. So yes, this is good. He knows the other one's okay, so it is Call. Yes, get rid of that Call. Now you're going to wipe his board, attack, and then attack, which is a fire hand. Yeah, Berg's cooking Donnell right now. You know his other back was more attack. Yes, Upstart. And double Upstart. Donnell, why aren't you keeping track of life, man? How many cards are in Donnell's hand? Now, this is kind of a bad matchup for Hat. I remember, because I was actually playing Yu-Gi-Oh! During Hat format. I went to that Nationals, and my friends laugh at me because they said, you were playing Hat forever, and then, I was playing a Cat deck. I tried both the Cat deck and the Curry Bandit deck. I was playing both of those decks. And I switched, like, not last minute, but I switched like 2 weeks before because I couldn't beat Geargia consistently with Hat or Cat, whatever. And I was like, I didn't feel confident enough to play Hat because I expected a lot of people to play Geargia to counter the rise of Hat. So might have been a mistake. Oh well, it's just what happened. All right, so Donnell sets Dark Holes Berg and then sets a back row. Now Berg sets the armor and his other back row. And looks like he's going to pass. to Donnell. So Donnell's got 4 cards. Berg's got 5. Here comes Duality from Donnell. Reveals Ignition, Ice Hand, Double Ice Hand. I wonder if he's on 2 Dweller. I joked about this. I probably some decks I feel like maybe you can afford to run 2 Dweller. Is there room in this Geargia deck? Because I'm guessing Berg is on pure Geargia, not the Karakuri version. The one that one has no room. The Karakuri version, no. I tried. I looked at it because I played it once, and I was like, no, this extra deck has no space. I like to film up people who are new, who've never been on the channel, and that's why sometimes we'll get new faces, but you can clearly tell Berg knows what he's doing. He played that exceptionally last turn. So okay, so here comes Armor from Berg. And Armor gets Accelerator. $10K to AK. 3 back rows from Berg. Let's see. What does Donnell have? Sanctum. He's going to Sanctum him. No, Ignition's the Moral Attack. We know where it's at. Target is Donnell's playing on my mat. I think he forgot. I don't know why he's playing on my mat, but he's playing on it. I just told him he can't play on the Yugi side. He has to play on the Kai side. Okay, so Ignition's his Moral Attack. What is he going to set? Sets the 3rd Moral Attack. And now he's going to pop the Armor before Berg can make a XYZ play. Does he have like a Nightmare, a Breakthrough Skill? Let's see. So brings it out in defense. Now Berg looking at his back rows. No, okay. Thinking a while. I wonder what he has. Okay, so it's Fiendish Chain. That makes sense. Kind of. I was expecting Breakthrough Skill, but Fiendish Chain makes sense. So you keep your Armor, and now you can keep going. Let's see. What else does Donnell have? So we know the 3rd Moral Attack is right there. Yeah, he's asking him, is that the 3rd Moral Attack? Right. Donnell playing slow. No, who are we waiting on? This has been a long turn. Is it Berg or Donnell? Okay, so Berg special summons Accelerator. We know Donnell's notoriously slow, so... But I feel like it's... In Hat format is a little different. In Edison, yeah, some of the stuff is kind of like, come on, Donnell. But like in Hat is just the more... You know, the game's a little more complex than it was in Edison. All right. So now what's going on? I think Berg's looking at his grave. I thought he was looking at his extra deck. So he's going to XYZ summon into... Gigant X. And here Donnell is going to Sanctum. He's probably going to bring out Beagle Tack to pop the Gigant. That's probably his play. Does he play Wiretap? I wonder if he plays Wiretap. No, he lets it go. So here comes Beagle Tack because he's out of Moral Attack. So Beagle Tack, now he's going to pop 1 or 2. I know Donnell plays... I'm pretty sure he plays Scythe in this deck, so he might go for 2. You never know. No, I don't think so. I think he would have done this already. I don't think he has a Scythe. He could have brought out Scythe, but you kind of want to get that Moral Attack out of the way, right? Yes, minimum 1. So he's going to have to pop his set Moral Attack. Now a Moral Attack will activate. Let's see. Does he have another response to the Moral Attack? Chains MST to the Bluffed Soul Charge. Now Donnell brings up Moral Attacks and a pop the Gigant. Now you know all of Donnell's cards. And Berg. Bottomless is the Moral Attack. Moral Attack's going to pop Gigant. Does he have a target for Gigant? Yes, he has Geargia. I mean, yeah, he Gear. This has been a long game. Yeah, this has been a long game. Activates Geargiano. Bring back Accelerator. Normal summon Arsenal. XYZ summons into... He's going to go for Emerald? Yeah, he goes for Emerald to recycle his resources. Detaches Accelerator, put back MK2, Gigant X, and what else is he going to put back? 2 MK2s. Turn on, maybe he has a Gear back there. Just going to turn on that Gear. Plus, it's a good draw. Like, drawing MK2 it's a good, like, you know, I call it Geargia. Oh, there he goes. Turns on the Geargia. And Donnell concedes. So Berg takes game 1 in his channel debut. But I don't know how often we'll see him because, again, he's mostly an advanced player. But he played really well that first game. So we'll see. Now Donnell starts off by summoning Traptrix Murmileo. And adds... It's going to add off the Murmileo. Donnell didn't play too, so there was just one turn where they kind of both took a long time, but like I'm trying not to be too hard on Donnell, but again, hat format's different. But in Edison, some of the stuff I'm like, come on, Donnell, you have Shura Whirlwind, just summon Shura, man. Your opponent has no back row. That's when I think people. That's why the joke is. My friend Ryan and I made the joke that the Dnasty special is wait 2 minutes. Then Whirlwind Shura. Okay, so he searched Nightmare with Murmileo, sets 3 back rows. Alright, now Berg sets 4, sets a monster, passes to Dnasty. Dnasty with a Nobleman of Crossout. Okay, good. It's weird seeing Knock in hat format because... It's more of a goat. It's a little, you see some play in Edison, but you see it everywhere in goat format. All right, so he attacks him directly with Murmileo. Sets 2 more back rows, so set 5 versus 4 back row. And here comes maybe Gear. Yes, Gear. And here Donnell wiretaps, and it looks like Berg is on wiretap as well, so he wiretaps the wiretap. Gear, as some of my friends used to call it, Rescue Rapid for Geargia. So he brings out Geargiano and MK2. Man, he opened Armor Gear. But he was going second. But like when Geargia opened Armor Gear going first, it's like most decks can't beat that, man. I don't care what deck you're playing. It's rough. I remember one time I faced it was like my second hat tournament. I faced my friend Robert McNett playing Geargia. That man opened Armor Gear, Mind Control, and we're playing the mirror match. I was just like, I remember like he did all his plays. He goes flip. He goes end phase Gear. He went first. I was okay. That's fine. Then he flips armor. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Then I had my set armor. And then he mind controlled my armor. I just lost my mind. I was like, yeah, what the heck? That's game. Oh man, I'll never forget it. It was so bad. Okay, so here, let's get to the game. He tries to Nightmare the Gigant. Berg with the Lance. He thought it was a wiretap. No, it's a Lance. So he lances the Gigant, searches Arsenal. Now, does Donnell have like a summons Gear Arsenal? Does Donnell have like a Sanctum or something back there? Who did Donnell borrow this deck from? Because it looks nice. Ultimate Nightmare. And looks like Donnell's... Does he have Sanctum? Checking his grave. And Donnell activates Ignition. Okay, so he's going to Ignition his set card. Yes, he's going to ignition his... Oh, no. Okay, he chooses Berg's final back row, which is... Maybe he's got a Sanctum. Maybe he's going to, like, ignition his last back row and then Sanctum. Like, and bring out Beagle Tack. It's possible. Yeah, I think that's what he's going to do. So he hits the ignition. Yes, and here comes Sanctum. Bring out Beagle Talk. Beagle Talk, pop them both. Both Moral Attacks. So he's going to pop both of Berg's monsters, but he will... Can he chain block it to where Gigant will miss timing? I think he can. Yeah, I think he can chain block it to where... Oops, but he has the Crow. Okay. So he pops the Arsenal. But he only has a Gigant X on the field, so... Berg is left with one card. This is not looking too... Yeah, if he has to pass, this might be game, because now you can Pallades. Yep, Donald's already going... Could he have Volcasaurus him too? Yeah, he could have just Volca for game, right? Volca would have burned him for 23. He already took... Did he take 16 already? If that's correct life points... Volca, and the thing would have missed timing. 20. Does this deck play Volca? It would have put him at 64 minus. Yeah, because he knocked him. So Volcasaurus would have been 23 plus. He was at what, 64? Yeah, that was game. But I don't know Donnell's extra deck. No, he does play Volca. He summoned it against Dennis round 1. Yeah, Donnell had game. Volca would have made Gigant miss timing, I believe. And then make Gaia 26, 29, 39, 49. Oh, no, actually, I don't think it was game. 23, 26, 29. No, it wasn't game. He was short. Okay, I see. He was like 400 short. If he didn't have another monster in his hand that he could summon. Okay, so it looks like Berg goes Arsenal into armor, sets 2. Now he keeps it face up. There's a reason you do this. I forgot why. I remember McNett did the same thing. Kept the armor face up. Oh, because it plays around Nobleman. Yes, it plays around Nobleman. That's why. Because then you can just set it during your turn and then flip it. So it's the same thing. See I told you guys. Armor, gear. But last game he went second. But when they go first, this is hard to beat. No matter what deck you're playing. Like if they only open one, it's fine. But if they open both, I mean, this is not too good for Donnell. Yeah, Breakthrough's killing an armor. I think our hero or villain, as some people. Donnell might be a villain on the channel. Los is definitely one of the main heroes on the channel. So here comes Gigant from Berg. I wonder if people actually root against Donnell when they watch him play. It'd be pretty funny if y'all do. I know some people do. All right, so here comes Ignition. Maybe he has the Ignition Sanctum play again. Yeah, he ignitions the Bottomless. Man, they're both drawn there. 2-card combos. Ignition, Sanctum. And Berg, Armor, Gear. Let's find out. He activates Gigant. And here he's going to Nightmare the Gigant X. Lance? Looks like he has Lance again. Yep. Berg lances the Gigant. Again, Donnell drew round 1 while Berg lost round 1. So he got paired up. This tournament, I believe, was 3 rounds, cut to top 8. So Donnell would be okay. Like, a loss doesn't eliminate him, but Berg probably is eliminated if he loses here. So he's going to MST. Donnell's going to chain Cyclone, hits the Moral Attack, and he's going to chain Crow. Oh, yeah, you can see Donnell's frustration there. Does he have Accelerator? He has Breakthrough in the grave. Ooh, that Crow was clutch. Special Accelerator. Will he go for Dweller? Yes, Dweller to play around the hands. Attacks the hand that hits him for 23 and leaves Donnell with 2 cards. Now Berg sets a back row, but he has breakthrough skill, so he can, like, if he draws a hand, he can, like, summon a hand, tries to use Dweller, breakthrough skillet. So if Donnell draws a hand here, he's in an okay spot. I mean, he could draw, there's a few cards you could draw, Sanctum, but Donnell concedes he has Beagle Attack in his hand. So, a little spoiler. Again, Berg was there because we had a big case tournament that took place before the Hat tournament. Some of you guys, you know, on Saturdays, we have Edison at 2 and then Hat at 7. And the case tournament started way earlier, but it finished right before the Hat tournament. Now, Berg did win this match, but he left to go have dinner after this. So, he dropped from the tournament. He gave Donnell the win, unfortunately. Depending on how you look at it. So, yeah, Donnell is technically 101. But we saw him lose on camera. I wonder how Berg would have done had he stayed. Maybe maybe he wins the tournament. Who knows? But he did leave, even though we saw him win right there. But I hope you guys enjoyed the match anyway. That was round 2, so we'll be back for the last round of Swiss, and then I believe it was top 8. Hope you guys enjoyed that match. And check out the link in the description. I have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product at Epic Cards and Games. The code is my first and last name, Oscar Zelaya, one word, all caps. Yep, I'll see all you guys next time. Bye.